Hi, kids.
Hi, kids.
We're two guys.
A map.
And no place to go.
We got no place to go. We're going to have to do this assignment, I guess. I don't know.
I'm Mr. Wilson.
And I'm Mr. Duda.
And together we're here to help you learn about governments, types and systems of governments, which is probably the most challenging part of 6th grade social studies.
I thought folding a map is the
Georgia.
most challenging part.
If you can master this, kids, you are going to have the rest of the school's going to be a piece of cake.
Piece of cake with chocolate icing. It's going to be awesome.
That does sound delicious.
Okay, all right.
Hey, so we've got all these different types of governments out there, but basically we can break them all down into 3 types. We have a type of government where only one person rules, right?
One.
Only one.
One.
There we go. That's a big one finger.
We're number one.
Oh, so and this is called
Autocracy.
Autocracy.
Autocracy. Autocracy.
Scrolling.
Autocracy.
Auto. So we got an auto right here.
Auto.
Oh my gosh.
Auto. Here we are driving.
All right, so we're in the car.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Now, so a key thing.
Can I change the radio? Oh, okay.
Just hush.
Hush.
So.
Why, are you in charge?
No matter how many people you put in the car, how many people are actually driving it?
One. One.
That's a way to remember that autocracy means rule by one person.
One dude.
Is in charge. No matter how many people in the car, one person's driving.
That's right.
All right. Now, if we're in the United States right now, I'm driving. Because I'm on, this side of the car. But if we were in England...
Well, I'd rather be in Bermuda.
Okay, he'd be driving over there.
All
All right, let's get rid of this prop here.
We're done with that.
So that is an autocracy, kids. Now, there are really 2 types. We could have an absolute monarch.
Absolutely monarch.
Right.
Absolute.
So this is where you have
big cheese.
The big cheese. They got all the power.
Cheese head.
And
cheese.
They have a crown too on top.
Yeah.
The big cheese is the king or the queen.
But what if I'm just a monarch? What if I'm not the big cheese, but I'm just the king?
Okay. Now, a lot of European countries today have a monarch who has no real power. And they call that a constitutional monarchy.
Yeah, no power.
They have to follow the Constitution.
No
Absolute monarchs, that is an example of an autocracy. Another one. A dictatorship.
Dictatorship.
You get a military guy who takes over?
We got a military guy right here.
Oh, apparently we got a dictator.
We got a dictator.
We got a dictator coming over.
Whoa! Okay, here we go. Okay, we're done.
You brought my student teacher, Vic, over here.
Here you go, buddy. Look out.
He's looking the other way.
Look this way.
He's ashamed of himself for being a
don't do
dictator.
that.
Oh, there we go.
Not a nice guy.
All right, yeah, get him out of there. Autocracies are bad. Is there ever free and fair voting in an autocracy? No, never.
I don't like this guy.
Now, there is another type of government.
Another one?
Yes. It's the government in which you have a small group. Oligarchy. This is where you have a group that has all the power in the country.
Right.
And they could be like, how can I be in that group if I'm a regular citizen?
You can't. You have to be cool and you have to be beautiful.
But if I'm not cool and beautiful, I can't be a part of the government. Do you get to vote?
Yeah, you can be part of that government.
Do you get to vote
in
an oligarchy?
Kind of semi-vote, maybe.
Is voting free and fair?
No, voting is not
it's a
free and
sham.
fair. You have to be cool and beautiful. Sorry.
In his oligarchy.
Next year.
My oligarchy will be just plain people like me.
Next year.
All right, but now we've got a really great one that we use. It's ruled by the people, by the citizens. Democracy. There we go. And this is the system in which citizens vote for their representatives. Well, we can vote on about anything. We have the old direct democracy like in ancient Athens where citizens would vote on every issue.
Everyone.
But now, today, democracies are all republics.
Republics.
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic.
It's okay. For which we
stand.
No,
stand.
Sit.
It says stand.
So, the republic is the form of democracy that we have, that all countries of democracies have today. It's the form in which citizens elect officials who represent them in the government and do the voting for
There's
them.
the rep part.
The representative democracy, republic. Now, there are also 2 types of democracies that you need to know in 6th and 7th grade social studies. We'd like to do the unveiling here, Mr. Duda.
Whoosh!
Whoa! All So we have right over here a parliamentary democracy, such as they have in the United Kingdom and many other countries. So in this type of democracy, citizens have free and fair elections. They elect the legislature, which is usually called
the parliament.
Parliament, makes sense. Parliamentary democracy, parliament. And then the legislature or parliament selects who the executive will be, the head of government will be. And in a parliamentary system, that's usually going to be called a prime minister. Sounds kind of religious, doesn't it? So we got that right over here. All right, so...
This is our one. This is
yes, you see we have a president here. This is a presidential democracy. In a presidential democracy, the citizens elect the legislature, which our legislature is...
Congress,
Senate, House of Representatives, all that. We directly elect them, and then we also directly elect our executive, who is going to be called
El Presidente.
A president. Yes, ended upside down there. All right. Of course, our president right now is President Obama. So, Mr. Duda, looks like you did some voting.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Right. I voted today. I voted to have a cheeseburger and a chocolate milkshake.
You don't vote for that kind of thing.
I did.
But Spiky the Wonder Monkey, he's excited that you voted. Let's get that guy out of here.
Okay.
All right. So now, kids, we're going to look at 3 systems of government. This is the last thing we'll do. It's not that painful. A little painful. This is kind of hard. We have a unitary system. All governments are either going to be have a unitary system, a confederative system, or a federal system. In a unitary system, we've got a central government, which in the United States, where's our central government located?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. So, and then we've got state governments, of course. Some countries like Canada have provincial governments because they have provinces, which are kind of like states. And in a unitary government, which has all the power? The state governments or the central government?
That'd be the feds.
Yes, the central government has all the power. They make all the laws for the whole country. Now, could that be an autocracy? Absolutely. A dictator would have all the power in one spot, all the powers in that dictator. Could it be a democracy, though? Yes, as long as citizens elected in free and fair elections, elected the government officials in the central government. So that's a unitary system. The power's all with the central government. States or provinces just do what the central government says. Now, there's another type of government in which the states have, or provinces have, all the power. It's known as a... You're not even looking.
Oh, confederation.
Confederation.
Upside down, backwards.
This is where the states can do whatever they want, and the central government kind of stays out of their business.
Or they give a little bit of power to the federal government.
But the states can leave basically anytime they want. If I don't like it, we're gone. We tried this in the United States, didn't we?
Between 1861 and 1865.
Yeah, Confederate States of America. How did that work out for them? Not so well.
Jury's still out on that.
So here, weak central government, strong state or provincial governments. That's the key. Now, there's a third way in which...
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, I like that.
It's true.
In which the state governments share power
with
the central government. It's a federal system. Thank you very much. So, you want to hold that side for me? There we go. We're sharing right now. This is where the central government gets to make certain laws that the whole country has to follow, but the states or provinces can make their own laws too. And this is what we have here in the United States.
Right, we don't have a national driver's license. Every state has its driver's license.
Right, and set speed limits, all that kind of thing.
Local stuff, like dog park. Washington, D.C. is not going to get involved in that kind of stuff.
But the central government might decide if we're going to make a treaty with Canada, right? Right. We can't do, or the central government's going to set the voting age.
Absolutely.
They both have powers. They share. And, guys, keep in mind that a unitary system can be a democracy as long as there was voting, free and fair elections.
Free and fair, that's...
Yeah. And a federal system, of course. I can't imagine a federal system not being a democracy.
Can't.
But guys, we hope this helped you out, give you at least a little start with government. It's been fun. It's good, happy studying. And we'll see you next time on Two Guys,
a Map,
and No Place to Go.
go.
Bye-bye.